Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, June 13, 2024. The government is now positioned to take an important step towards the promised establishment of a national unemployment insurance program after receiving a $20 million loan from the World Bank. The loan agreement for the Social Protection for Increased Resilience and Opportunity (SPIRO) project was signed on Tuesday. The SPIRO project aims to increase Jamaica's social protection coverage through the unemployment insurance program and strengthening of the social protection delivery system. At the signing, Minister of Finance and the Public Service, Dr. Nigel Clark, said the government was focused on improving the social safety net and providing for the most vulnerable members of society. SPIRO, which will be executed by the Ministry of Labour and Social Security over a 6-year period ending January 2030, comprises 5 components. These include the implementation of the National Unemployment Insurance Fund, strengthening of employment services, and implementation of information systems. The Constitution Reform Committee (CRC) has proposed that there should be no inclusion of an impeachment process in the reformed Constitution. Minister of Legal and Constitutional Affairs Marlene Malahoo Fort made the revelation during her contribution to the sectoral debate in Parliament Tuesday.
The reasons are that it is essentially dealing with what is a legal matter through a political process, as most impeachable offenses are criminal in nature and properly triable in the courts.
This decision comes amid demands for increased accountability among parliamentarians, with the CRC opting not to incorporate impeachment or recall mechanisms into the proposed constitutional reforms.
We consider that the process can be easily manipulated for partisan political purposes, that it is difficult to ensure an impartial hearing by members of a parliament that is divided along partisan political lines. The need for investigative resources, and whether matter being investigated involves the allegation of a crime, then the normal criminal proceedings would be invoked, which creates the risk of competing and conflicting jurisdictions and outcomes.
The Upper House of Parliament has approved the Trademark Amendment Rules 2024, which set out new procedures for signing and filing for the international registration of trademarks. The trademark rules were last amended in 2022 to provide for the local administration of the international registration of trademarks. It sets out the criteria and application procedure, as well as administration fees, among other things. Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce, Senator Aubin Hill, says the current changes address 2 concerns highlighted by the Intellectual Property Committee of the Jamaica Bar Association. These relate to the filing of Form TM3 to make a request to appoint or change an agent, or to enter or change an address for service.
The ministry agreed that the rules would be amended to 1. Allow trademark agents to sign the Form TM3 on behalf of the proprietor where there is a personal authorization letter executed by the proprietor and witnessed by a justice of the peace or notary public, and 2. Provide that the Form TM3 is to be submitted within 4 weeks of the filing of the application to register a trademark. That's Form TM1.
The Trademark Amendment Rules 2024 were promulgated in keeping with Section 78 of the Trademark Act. The zones of special operations ZOSO in 4 parishes have been extended for another 60 days. The security measures were approved in the lower house on Tuesday. The extension takes effect in the communities of Denham Town, Parade Gardens, August Town, Greenwich Town, Mount Salem, Norwood, and in Savannah Lamar. Minister of National Security Dr. Horace Chang says progress has been made in these areas and work will continue to achieve the desired results.
We remain confident that the zones of special operations are indeed transformative in their concept in these communities, and the lives of the residents have in fact been impacted significantly. As we advance the work of the zone, the government will expand partnership with our bilateral and multilateral partners to further support critical areas for intervention within the city security plan in these zones.
Dr. Chang emphasizes that social vulnerability is directly linked to criminal violence, and as such, high priority is being placed on addressing the needs of the communities and steering the youth away from a life of crime. The Jamaica Defense Force JDF is leading joint training operations with other CARICOM countries in anticipation of deployment to Haiti to help restore peace. According to a statement from the Ministry of National Security, the multinational security support led by Kenya is in an advanced state of readiness, with the JDF and the Jamaica Constabulary Force having organized teams. While the government continues to collaborate with regional and international partners to sustainably address the social and political challenges in Haiti, the ministry says it continues to review the immigration applications made by Haitians who have arrived in Jamaica since the conflict intensified. Among them are 37 Haitian migrants who arrived illegally on the island on July 10, 2023. The National Security Ministry says it worked with other government ministries, departments, and agencies to facilitate the movement of the Haitian migrants to a new location between June 8 and 11 this year. This move was necessary to return the property temporarily provided by the Northeast Jamaica Conference of the Seventh-day Adventists. Following the collapse of the Haitian government and the resignation of former Prime Minister Ariel Henry, the Security Ministry has been developing a temporary humanitarian stay option for Haitian nationals already in Jamaica. This option is contingent upon successful background checks, security screenings, and meeting other prescribed requirements. Between July 2023 and May 2024, there were 5 recorded arrivals of illegal Haitian migrants in Jamaica. While some have sought asylum and are being processed under the refugee policy, approximately 80 have been repatriated and 22 remain in police custody pending ongoing court proceedings. And finally, Minister of Labour and Social Security Parental Charles Jr. is urging parents to monitor their children when accessing the internet on their devices. The minister, who is also Member of Parliament for Southeastern Clarendon, was addressing the recent launch of a free Wi-Fi hotspot in Freetown in the parish.
With every great access comes great responsibility. And so we have to ensure that as community members, we utilize the Wi-Fi for good, and that we protect our children by monitoring them and supervising them.
He adds that parents should not just give their children the devices, but also the tools and knowledge on how to use them, and doing so safely.
As parents and guardians, brothers and sisters, adults, that we ensure that the equipment that is used by our children is equipment with the tools to protect our children.
And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.